Thanks for stopping by the channel. Please take the time to subscribe to the channel. We love Manny, but the end has come, and he should walk away now. Manny Pacquiao, unretiring. Why it's a bad idea. Manny Pacquiao, the Filipino boxing icon and 8-division world champion, has once again teased a return to the ring. With rumors swirling and confirmations trickling from his camp, it seems the Pac-Man is entertaining the idea of unretirement. While the nostalgia and admiration surrounding Pacquiao are undeniable, the reality is far less romantic. A comeback might excite some fans, but from a broader perspective, physical, professional, and legacy-wise, unretiring is a bad idea, and here's why. One, age and physical decline. Pacquiao is now in his mid-40s, an age at which most elite athletes have long retired or significantly slowed down. Boxing is a young man's sport. The reflexes, speed, stamina, and punch resistance required at the highest levels of competition deteriorate sharply with age. While Pacquiao has defied biology longer than most, Father Time remains undefeated. Even in his last few fights, including his unanimous decision loss to Yordenis Ugas in 2021, there were signs of decline. The speed was still there in bursts, but the angles, timing, and volume had waned. His legs, once his deadliest weapon for lateral movement and in-out blitzes, looked sluggish. A comeback now risks not only a one-sided loss, but also serious physical harm. Brain trauma in boxing is cumulative, and at this stage, every punch absorbed poses a much higher risk than it did in his 20s or 30s. 2. Legacy tarnishing. Manny Pacquiao's legacy is already secured. He's arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, the only man to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions. His career spans decades, punctuated by unforgettable battles with legends like Juan Manuel Marquez, Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Miguel Cotto, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. So why risk it? Coming back only to lose to a younger, hungrier, and possibly less accomplished fighter could taint the final chapters of his otherwise epic story. We've seen it too many times. Muhammad Ali versus Larry Holmes, Roy Jones Jr.'s late career losses, even Mike Tyson's fall from grace. Each of these legends came back, and each time their aura was dimmed. Not because they weren't great, but because they tried to do something their bodies could no longer deliver. Pacquiao doesn't need another belt. He doesn't need to prove anything. His name is already etched in boxing immortality. A loss, especially an embarrassing one, would give his critics ammunition and potentially rewrite how future generations remember him. 3. Risk to health and safety. The most serious concern about any boxing comeback, especially for someone in his 40s, is the health risk. Brain damage, concussions, neurological disorders like chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. These are not distant threats. They are very real, very likely outcomes for boxers who stay too long in the ring. Pacquiao has already had over 70 professional fights. The damage accumulated over that many rounds is impossible to quantify. Returning now, without the reflexes or recovery time he once had, makes it more likely he will suffer long-term consequences. Boxers often appear healthy until they don't. Symptoms like memory loss, slurred speech, or motor dysfunction often emerge years after retirement. Why roll the dice when the odds are stacked against your well-being? 4. Financial motivations shouldn't justify it. One of the unfortunate reasons fighters unretire is financial stress. While Pacquiao is believed to be wealthy, political campaigns and philanthropic ventures can strain even the most substantial bank accounts. But risking your brain and reputation for money is a Faustian bargain, one that too many greats have lost. There are countless other ways Pacquiao can earn without endangering himself. Endorsements, commentating, training camps, brand ambassadorships, or even film and documentary projects can all keep him in the spotlight and financially secure. With his charisma and global fame, Pacquiao has the kind of post-boxing career most fighters can only dream of. 5. Political and social responsibilities. Pacquiao is no longer just a boxer. He's a national icon and a political figure in the Philippines. He's run for president, served in the Senate, and has been a vocal figure in social issues. With that stature comes responsibility. Returning to the ring and risking a brutal defeat or injury could send the wrong message to the millions who look up to him. If he loses in dramatic fashion or sustains a visible injury, the image of Pacquiao as a superhero could be replaced with one of frailty and hubris. As a role model, he has the opportunity to show how to age gracefully, how to transition careers with dignity, and how to uplift others without needing the roar of a crowd. 6. Lack of competitive options. Even if Pacquiao returns, who does he fight? The current welterweight division is stacked with hungry, powerful, and extremely talented fighters in their prime. Terrence Crawford, Jaron Ennis, and a host of others. Fighting any of them would be dangerous. Fighting a lower-tier opponent, meanwhile, would feel hollow, a payday with little meaning or respect from the boxing world. Some have floated the idea of exhibition bouts, perhaps with MMA fighters or fellow retirees. While safer, even those come with their risks, and they still place him in training camps and sparring sessions where injury is possible. 7. The problem of the one more fight mentality. The most dangerous phrase in boxing is just one more. It's a trap that has consumed too many champions. One more fight turns into 2, then 3, and before long, the fighter is a shadow of his former self. Pacquiao has already done the impossible, countless times. He's already staged comebacks and upsets, but that cycle has to end sometime. Knowing when to walk away is the final and perhaps hardest skill any great fighter must learn. Conclusion: the courage to let go. Manny Pacquiao has nothing left to prove. He is one of the greatest boxers to ever live. His speed, power, humility, and warrior spirit have inspired millions. But there comes a time when continuing the fight becomes an act not of courage, but of denial. Unretiring may bring fleeting excitement, but the risks to his health, legacy, and dignity far outweigh the rewards. True greatness lies not just in conquering opponents in the ring, but in knowing when to step away. The world doesn't need another Pacquiao fight. It needs a healthy, wise, and influential Pacquiao leading by example, showing that even legends must learn to hang up the gloves. For good.